Hello friends, welcome to week 5 of our online learning. For reading today, I'm actually not going to read you anything new. You guys have been doing lots of research on firefighters and police officers, and today we're going to take all that information, all those cool facts you shared with me on Seesaw, we're going to put it together in a chart called a Venn diagram. Do you guys remember using Venn diagrams at school? Okay, let's see if you remember this. So I have one circle over here. This is for police officers. And I have another circle over here for firefighters. And in the middle, I have this part right here. Does anybody remember what that's for? That's for how they're the same. So this helps us when we're comparing and contrasting two things, right? And so when we contrast, we're talking about how they're the same, or how they're different. So we put them over here, how they're different, and how they're same goes right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to think of some ideas. Now this is a little tricky for me because usually I would use all your ideas. So I'm going to give you some ideas, but they're ideas that you shared with me on Seesaw. And I'm going to decide with some of those ideas, would I put them just on the police side, just on the firefighter side, or am I going to put them in the middle in the same? Okay, so one thing you guys shared with me, well, one thing I know about both of these is that they are both emergency workers. So I'm going to put that in the middle because they both are emergency workers, right? They both do that. And when I fill out my Venn diagram, I am not going to write whole sentences. I'm just using this to make my ideas, and then I will use my ideas later in my writing. So my first idea is they are both emergency workers, okay? One thing that you told me about police officers or about firefighters, you said that they go to traffic accidents. And that was something that was new to a lot of you. Now, I'm thinking, I know firefighters go to traffic accidents. Do police officers go to traffic accidents? Yeah, they do. So I'm actually going to put that down the middle for the same because they both go to traffic accidents. Now, I know that many firefighters, they put out fires, right? Firefighters, that's what they're supposed to do. Not many. They all put out fires. How about police officers? Do they put out fires? No, they don't put out fires. That's not really their job. They might go to help at a fire, but they don't put out fires, do they? Okay, put out fires. So I'm going to put that just on the firefighter side. How about, let's think about some of their tools that they use. Some of their tools. One of the things you guys shared with me on Seesaw is that firefighters use water hoses. Use water hoses. What about police officers? Do you think they need to use water hoses? No, they don't need to use water hoses. What's something that would be just police officers? Be just police officers. Can you think of something that you only heard about police officers? I remember that in one of the books it was talking about police officers can be detectives and they solve crimes. Now there is a special kind of firefighter that helps solve, like if somebody started a fire on purpose, but most firefighters don't do that kind of work. But police officers, one of their jobs they can do is they can be detectives. Now, what about dogs? You guys said there were police dogs. Did anybody read about fire dogs? Yeah, some fire stations still have dogs to help them. So I'm going to put use dogs. I'm going to put that in the same. Some fire stations have a station dog, so they use dogs. Let's see, what else? Oh, let's talk about their vehicles, right? Do they have the same vehicle? No, police officers drive a police car or a police truck, and firefighters, they drive a fire truck. Can you think of something that is the same about their vehicles though? Yeah, they both have sirens. Now, you guys probably did way more reading than I did on firefighters and police officers, and you might have more ideas. So I want you to think about more ideas of how police officers and firefighters are like and how they are different, because tomorrow we're going to start our writing and comparing firefighters and police officers. You actually don't have anything to do on Seesaw for your reading this today, so you guys can enjoy that. You can go over to Epic and do some more reading, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and do some read to me books, or maybe read to a stuffed animal or read to a sibling. That would be a great thing that you could do today for your reading assignment afterward, or ask somebody to read to you. Okay, and tomorrow we will work on our writing. Good work today, friends.